Shalom. Let the say all praises due unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honor to the apostles of JMS, of whom I learned this truth. Peace and blessings to the hopeful members of the elect. This is just a quick lesson. I'm gonna rebroadcast this. I'm gonna rebroadcast this on on the YouTube. I'm gonna put it in my I'm gonna put it in the description box. All right, Apostle Ariam Lab. I watched this video a couple of weeks ago. He brought out a lot of information, a lot of knowledge. All right, and cause he always was going into it. But he kind of didn't really bring it out, but he's bringing a lot of this information up, and and basically we had to eat the tree of good and evil, right? Because we're gods, right? But we die like men, because Eve, she was deceived, by the serpent. All right, and and that's how we fell, right? And basically, I'm gonna share this. I'm gonna share this link in the description. Watch this breakdown. Apostle Ariam Lab, he had a amazing, beautiful lesson. So I'm gonna share this description. I'm gonna share the link in the description. Please watch it and be edified. But I'm gonna build upon certain things. Right now we're in the time of the Chinese New Year. This is a celebration. And basically they're into the whole the horoscope, the tree of life, tree of good and evil, with the whole horoscopes and the astronomy and stuff, because we were navigators, all right? We're especially here, right? The Moors, the British, and that to be a Briton, it means covenant man, a man of the covenant. All right, and we're the Anglo-Saxon, the angels, or the Anglo-Saxon, which means in England, or Anglo, which means angel, and then Saxon, all right, with Isaac, right? So the angelic sons of Isaac, right? And I'm just gonna flow in the spirit. I'm gonna see where the Rakah Kodash is gonna lead. All right, so let's go. This is the golden age of the Moor. I'm gonna put it there, Slakia. The golden age of the Moor, Slakia. And we're gonna build. Hopefully it's not gonna be a long lesson, but we're gonna build upon this thing. Okay. The Golden Age of the Moor by Ivan Serdoma. Alright, which he's an Israelite and he was a historian, and he has the information, right? So it said, blessed is the man that readeth. Right? It's a very good book, The Golden Age of the Moor by Ivan Serdoma. Alright, this is page 351. Alright, page 351. It says this is referring to Prince Henry the Navigator, right, of the Knights Templars, right, or the order of Christ, right, which we know the Israel united in Christ, You know, these are the same people coming back in their lot. You know, so everything is there's nothing new under the sun. So this knowledge of prove to be a great value, not only to Prince Henry, but to other Iberian explorers who were to claim a vast land mass for Portugal and Spain. All right, so basically with basically I'm gonna get it, Revelation 20, because we fell. All right, but basically you know, the Edomites, you know, like they came back to power, you know, and basically Pope Alexander the Sixth of Rome and the Borgia family, you know, Pope means father, right? He was you know, Esau was funding, you know, that whole Roman Catholicism, you know, and with the whole Renaissance art, and our people sold out, you know, and you know, because prior, you know, there's many wars, you know, with the like the Crusaders and the Muslims, you know, in that whole region, you know, like fighting for the land. And basically you know, they used Muhammad, you know, he was a Roman Catholic Jesuit, you know, and Jake was in power at that time. And basically you know, like Muhammad was funded by a Roman Catholic Church, and there was a war, right? Because, you know, we were trying to get back the land, but we are doing all kind of wickedness, man. Revelation 21, and I saw an angel come down from heaven having a key to the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand. All right, so, you know, when after, you know, the pagan Roman Empire fell, you know, Esau, he basically fell, and Jacob rose back to power. Israel rose back to power. All right, and you read about the 5 good emperors, you know, Septimius Severus, you know, 335 AD, you know, Constantine the Great, you know, and basically we set up the whole Roman Catholicism, that Roman Catholic Church, you know, under ISIS and you know, you know, like Diana worship, you know, Madonna worship and all that, you know, Tammuz and Horus and all that shit, and where people were doing all kind of satanic, you know, types of things. And that's why we eventually fell, even though we were ruling for 1,000 years. And he laid hold on the dragon, the old and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years, and cast him into the bottomless pit and shut him up. So Esau was in a pitiful case. He had he was in a beast-like state, that he should deceive the nation no more till 1,000 years be fulfilled, and after that he must be loose a little season. And we're at the time when you know, he's on the loose, you know, he's wreaking havoc, you know, throughout the world. And basically we need the Lord Yahushua to come and to deliver us, you know, from this man, because this man's he's a madman. All right, and okay, this is page 351 of the Golden Age of the Moor. The Afro, right, which are not African, right, because Iberian, which means Eber or Hebrew, right, we're Hebrews, right, because we were dwelling in that whole you know, in that peninsula, you know, Iberian Peninsula. The Afro-Iberian Moors were responsible for almost all the geographical lore which the European, primarily the Portuguese and the Jews use in their global expansion. Because basically you know, when Pope Alexander the Sixth of Rome, all right, and you know, the Borgia family, a lot of our people, like, we came to the new world, all right, we established, you know, colonies, and you know, like Santo Domingo, you know, in you know, that island of Hispaniola, all right, which would be in Haiti, you know, and like the DR, you know, also the Aztec Empire, you know, a lot of our people, we set up shop, you know, and you know, you had the Portuguese. So we were out there. I come out of that stock, on my mom's side, and I come out of the British side, through from I come out of that stock on my father's side and my mom's side. I come from the Sephardic Jews, right? So it says this knowledge was divided into three main categories. It said the systematical, like geographer, and the economic, and the encyclopedia, who incorporated the lore of the ancient with the discovery of their it says of their contemporaries, the astronomers and the geodesists, who set out the ground for navigation, right? Cartography, all right. So we are navigators, man, and basically we turn, we showed them, that science, that math, because we are very, we're mathematicians, all right. We had knowledge of the sea, and all that, heavens, all right. And basically a lot of our people were going into the left hand practice, man. And lastly, the travelers, and it's a collected of travel accounts, right? So this is a very good book. Then I'm gonna probably go to Codex Magica. All right, see where the spirit's gonna lead. It's gonna be a quick lesson, because basically, that was that tree of good and evil, and the Aztecs, I think, was it Zebulon or Issachar, they were into the into that, that's a part of their blessing, if I could find it. But Sakya, Codex Magica. Alright, because this is what these people practice, a lot of a lot of sorcery, witchcraft. See the serpent. Alright, so this is what the serpent, this is what he deceived Eve with, alright. And basically Yahweh Shai is a serpent on the right hand side, alright. So this is page 436. But the 5-pointed star and the 6-pointed star, so the 5-pointed star is the pentagram, 6-pointed is the hexagram, alright. Stars are used by Jewish, by Jewish magicians, right, who worked in Kabbalah, it says formulas and rituals, and that's what these people practice, witchcraft, and that's what our people were doing, and if I could show you this, this is what our people were thinking, see our people in, like the Niger coast, alright, in West Africa. There's a lot of brothers who are Nigerian. You have a lot of brothers who's out here on the highways and byways here in America and Canada. Some of them are there of some of them are of West African culture and stuff. They came here and they're out there on highways and byways wondering, they're telling our people who they are. Especially the brother in over there in DC, like the prophet, like that brother over there in DC. He does a lot of the stones. He's very I have one of his shirts. I mean, one of his stones, man. I have the blue stone. So I got it from your WhatsApp, and then so, and then I got it, man. So I really appreciate that gift. So the Nigeria, all right, because basically the British took over. Our people were still up in power, but basically it was lust for power, right? We fell. See, this is the hexagram, right? Our so-called Star of David, which is, you know, this was our star. All right, this was our, this is what we, this is what we practice. Like we didn't worship it, but that was our symbol. All right, during the Crusades, that's always been our symbol. All right, boy, that says, but the 5-pointed star and the 6-pointed star are used by the Jewish magician who work the Kabbalah formula and ritual, and that's what these people practice. A lot of Satanism, and a lot of wickedness, man. It says a huge and powerful monster, and the beast, it said the golem, would then do would do the magician's bidding. All right, so that's what they do. They have the angels on the left hand and on the right, who's deceiving. All right, you have the angel, like the angels is the one who's running the show. You have Yahweh Shai and Yahweh, all right, who's the one running the show. So this is ultimately the Most High's movie and story. All right, and we're gonna be the lead characters, the hopeful elect. All right, and the 1/3, that we're gonna be the lead characters in this story, man. All right. Let's see where else can I think. So the forbidden fruit. You brothers, watch this. Be edified. Because like we have to experience good and evil. And we're approaching the hour of temptation. Hold on. Be not over righteous. Alright, because this is King Solomon over wicked. Because we're all just mortal men. Alright, so don't we're all gonna have our ups and downs, our slips and falls, but the goal is to try and stay on the path. Don't swear off to the left, to the right, just keep going. Don't get caught up, all right, because we're all in this sinful flesh. All right, and the Most High is gonna have mercy on his elect and the 1/3, right? So you gotta keep, you gotta put in the work, right? If you're not, you don't have content, to sell or give, the Most High is not gonna be dealing with you. So you wanna be active. You don't wanna be, stagnant. You wanna stay active, man. All right. Our people like to in the rat race, hustle and bustle. Like this is a time that the Most High is gonna try us. He has his angels out here doing this thing. All right, so we gotta stay, shielded and guarded, so that he protects us, man. All right, Sirach 7 and 15. All things, right? So this is the righteous King Solomon. All things have I seen in the days of my vanity. There is just a man that there is a just man that perisheth in his righteousness, and there is a wicked man that prolongeth his life in his wickedness, right? Like who's prolonging his life in his wickedness? That's Esau, man. Who's doing all kinds of things, on the left hand side, because he's the serpent, man. Like this is his job. Be not righteous over much, neither be thou thyself over wise, right? So it says that much knowledge and like much knowledge cometh sorrow, griefs, because it's what goes on. We're all like we have our ups and downs in our trials and tribulations. So this is a time that the Most High is gonna try, his elect. He's trying the world, and he's trying the elect too. All right, so we gotta stay on that path. Why should thou destroy thyself? So this is King Solomon. Be not overmuch wicked, neither be thou foolish. Why shouldest thou die before thy time? So with that, let the say all praises due unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakodash, double unto the apostles of Greatmillstone. This is the forbidden fruit, you know, by Apostle Ramlab. You know, I'm gonna repost it, and I'm gonna share the link in the description. And this is what it's all about: knowledge, right, and edification. That's all we're all that's all we're supposed to do, just edify, man, and to build. So with that, let us all praise due unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakodash, the one to the apostle of Greatmillstone. Peace and blessings to the whole for members of the Shalom.